Today we are building a beautiful $800 gaming PC. Every single part you see here was purchased from Amazon for $751. That's pre-tax. After tax in my state was $796. As you can see, we are going with a black case. I do really enjoy the white builds, but it's time to mix it up a little bit. And I really enjoy the stealth aesthetic, so that's what we're going with today. Just so you know, all of these parts here are linked in the description below if you'd like to build this PC yourself. If you don't want to build it yourself, then you can buy it from my website at passwordpcllc.com. Let's go ahead and get right into the build, which all starts with this Ryzen 5 5600X. The Ryzen 5 5600X is one of the best budget processors with 6 cores, 12 threads, 4.6 gigahertz boost frequency. For the motherboard, we are using the ASRock B450M. I picked this up on sale. When I'm looking for a budget motherboard, it's got to look good, have at least 4 DIMM slots, and Wi-Fi is a must. Alright guys, the SSD we are using is a KingSpec Gen 3 drive. This drive is blue, and I don't want any blue sticking out on my motherboard. Now it's up to you if you guys want to do this option or not, but you can pick up an M.2 heatsink for, I think there's 2 of these in here, and I got them on sale for $6.99, so they were like $3.50 each. And what it looks like is this. To me, that looks a lot better on the motherboard than some random blue stick of gum. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that installed, pop that in the motherboard, and finish putting her together. Let's go. That looks like it came with the motherboard. Super clean. I highly recommend buying this, and if you find it on sale, it's $3.50. Link below. Alright, so it is time to get our cooler installed. You may have already noticed I have removed these little pre-installed brackets. You have to remove these almost every time you're using an aftermarket cooler. Now before I install them, I have to install these standoffs, and my goodness, can you quit using these crazy colors? Every time I have an orange standoff or a blue standoff, I color them black because I don't want orange sticking out of the build. So I'm going to go ahead and color these black. I'm not going to bore you with it, but I am going to do that to make sure you don't have orange specks sticking out of your build. If you want to do that, it's up to you, but I like a nice clean stealth aesthetic. Alright guys, I'm going to try to give you a close-up of what's going on here. Now the cooler standoffs, it's going to be hard to see, which is a good thing because I painted them black. You can kind of see the bottoms of them there, or else they'd be sticking out in orange. And also the wire for the fan is going underneath the cooler. It's kind of hard to see, which is also by design. But you can also see a little bit right there. You see the wire going from there to there, up into this heatsink. See, I have it routed there just to take up some of the slack. That way all you see really when you're looking into the PC is just it being plugged in right there. Nice, clean, stealth aesthetic. Let's go ahead and get the RAM installed. We do not want this PC cooler logo in there, so we're going to go ahead and install this perfectly cut carbon fiber wrap. I will links below of the cutout tools I use for these pieces and the carbon fiber wrap itself. Look at how much better that's going to look inside the PC. We're also going to do that to the rest of the fans. So today we chose the Vitro M03 black case. I absolutely fell in love with this case when I saw it online because of how it looks. Look at this front fascia. It looks so good, so stealth. However, there's one problem with this case, which is that it doesn't come with any fans. Technically, it does come with 1 fan in the back here, but it doesn't come with 5 fans or 4 fans or 3 fans in the front, and there is no RGB hub in the back, so I do have to install my own fans. Now what I chose to go with are fans that I had laying around, and they don't actually make these up here fans anymore. Well, they do, but the design is a little bit different. So I will leave a link to a similar fan. However, you see this really ugly logo that they have on the fan? I don't want that sticking out in the build. So I'm gonna put my own carbon fiber wrap inlay right over that, just like I did in the front. You see that? See how nice that carbon fiber looks? Looks very clean, very stealth, very aesthetic. We're gonna go ahead and get these installed. Let's go. So the motherboard is installed, I got the fans installed. In this case, I was actually able to get the fans on the inside of the front panel. I'm gonna pull it off here real quick. See what I'm talking about? Fans are on the inside, there's enough space back here, and the reason why I did that is because if I put these fans back here, the halo RGB would kind of be cut off by some of the case, and I want there to be a perfect ring. So we got really lucky with that. I'm very excited about how this build is coming out so far. Let's get this snaps back on. Alright, so that is what she's looking like right now. Now I'm not going to film or bore you guys with installing the power supply and getting all the cables ready, but I do want to showcase this unit because it is a great unit. This is the MSI Mag 550BN, and big shout out to Zach's Tech Turf for putting this on the map. This is a CRT rated power supply, 550 watts, and it's $49.99 on Amazon. Link is below. Also, we are going to install Asia Horse cable extensions, and I'm going with white extensions. This is a stealth build, but I really enjoy the look of a nice pop of white cable extensions. So we're gonna get those installed as well, and let me know in the comments what you think. Did I have a good idea with the white cable extensions, or should I have gone with all black? Let's get them installed. Now, I tried taking this sticker off, and there's all kinds of mesh, or not mesh, but all kinds of residue here. And I'm just gonna take some carbon fiber wrap, put it over that. That way when you look through the build, that's all you see is carbon fiber. This is why I put heat shrink over the HD audio and the USB wires. There are no rainbow wires sticking out at the bottom of the motherboard. That is going to be a very, very clean look. Alright, so we are going with the MSI 4060 dual fan card, and yes, the 4060 did get some flack when it first came out, not because it's a bad graphics card, but it was too expensive for its performance. But I picked this up for $294, and as you guys will see soon, this pumps out some pretty good FPS, even in 1440p.
Silver, you knew.
Perfect.
Remove. They are standing. Ultimate objective. Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
The platform is moving in the center of attention.
Alright guys, the build is completed and my goodness, she is absolutely beautiful. I am in love with this aesthetic. You know, I like the white PCs, I like the black PCs, but this one has some kind of stealth aesthetic to it that just looks absolutely phenomenal. Let me know what you think down below. By the way guys, if you want to buy this PC pre-built, it is on my website at passwordpcllc.com. If you want to just build it yourself without having to buy it already built, all of the parts are linked below in the description. Not just the parts themselves, but all of the tools that I use, like the carbon fiber wrap, the heat shrink, the cutouts, everything I use to make the PC look like this is also linked below. This PC also, I keep saying this PC also comes with a remote for the RGB lights. You can turn them red, you can turn them green, you can turn them blue. It is also hooked up to the motherboard, so if you download the RGB Fusion for the Gigabyte motherboard, you can control the lights through the software as well. So you have both options there. And that's going to bring us to the end of the video. I appreciate you watching the video, especially if you made it this far. Please show some love and drop a like on the video, comment if you have something to say, and subscribe if you want to. Remember to always put God first, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.